Welcome, welcome, welcome
Yo, yo, yo!
to the
You're Not Serious, Right? podcast.
And man, it has snowed a lot.
Gee, I mean, and in the negatives, actually.
We've been out of school all week,
Yep.
and we almost couldn't even film this episode today.
Yeah.
It almost got delayed, and that would have sucked.
Yeah.
But thank God my dad was able to drive and pick up Chris. And,
W dad right there, baby.
drifted on the way in, apparently. How was that ride? How was that drive?
Dude, it was actually pretty fun. Me and him were talking. It wasn't like weird or anything. We're just yapping, bro. It was so fun. It was actually fun.
What happened when you got into my neighborhood?
We're driving down. There's a lot of ice on your road, by the way. We're driving down, right? And like, we're on this road. We're about to be at your house. We're like 2 seconds away. And
Okay.
we're waiting for the car. We're turning. He's like, your dad's like in the ice. And then he just, and we're drifting. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, my bad. He's like, oh, my bad.
So he just Tokyo drifted on the way
Yeah.
to my crib today.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has snowed a lot. We've been out of school. There's been a lot of ice, and it hasn't stopped since Sunday.
Yeah.
It's almost been a full week of blizzard-like weather, and it sucks here in Tennessee.
Yep.
It's just south of Nashville. It really does suck. I hope everyone stayed warm, because this will be releasing on Tuesday after all this mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope everyone has enjoyed their week vacation, their second December break, basically. Their second winter break. That's not in December. Where was the snow at during Christmas?
Oh, on God.
That's what I want to know. Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got a lot to talk about. And you could twist it on the side if you want.
No, I'm good. It's good. Right
Okay. His mic's getting messed up.
Sorry.
The mic stand he got
Good.
isn't quite.
Not the best. Well, this mic is just heavy, though, man.
My mic is very heavy. It is a.
It's good, though.
I forgot what it's called. It's a very good mic though. It's a PreSonus. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a good mic, but it's thick and it's heavy. It weighs like 5 pounds or something probably. My mic weighs like probably a pound, if that, probably less. But today we're talking about Noah, previously known as Joe. Noah. We talk about Noah a lot, and I think we should definitely have him on the podcast one of these days.
We definitely should.
But for now, we're just gonna keep talking bad about him.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. I mean,
It is really fun.
I'm sure he does the same thing about us.
We do have a lot of funny stories with Joe, a.k.a. Noah. So.
But yeah, today we're talking about his fumble with the girl at the mall. So me and Chris and Noah used to always go to the mall back in the day. What was it, like junior year and sophomore year?
Yeah, like every day, basically.
2021 to 2022, at least 4 times a month, we'd go to the Cool Springs Mall in Franklin and cause havoc.
Oh, yeah.
Usually just walk around mindlessly with the spare change our parents gave us to spend on stuff. Usually H&M sponsor us.
Please.
I actually haven't bought anything from H&M in a while.
Really? I haven't either.
Yeah, I swapped to boohooman.com. Not a sponsor, but sponsor us. We love boohooman.com.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone always asks me where I get my clothes from. Boohooman.com. I've got a couple friends that, is it falling down still?
Yes.
Twist the knob on the side.
This, yeah, I
No,
already did.
not that.
Oh, this one?
No, the one right, one more over, right there. That one.
Dude, it's already tight,
Keep
bro.
going. Yeah, keep going.
All right. Oh, okay. All right, we're back. We're good.
Sorry for all that mic noise,
Sorry.
y'all.
Sorry.
He's still new to this podcasting and mic setup.
Yeah.
This setup takes like 30 minutes every day. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It is it probably takes longer to set up the podcast than it does to film
He
the
does
podcast.
He does it by itself because I don't really know how to do all this, and he doesn't really he doesn't really ask me to help him. So
It's a one-man show with two lead performers. But speaking of going to the mall, this time there was a new place in the mall called Beyond Gaming. And this place is like a child's dream.
oh yeah,
I mean, they have computers everywhere. They have at least 100 computers and Xboxes and PlayStation 5s. They had all this when it was just coming out. And man, we went there one time and we I don't think she still works there.
no, I don't think so.
So she's not going to get in trouble for this, but we walk in there and we're like, we do not have a lot of money.
Yep.
Can you give us some time for free? And she hooked us up. We paid for an
was a W.
hour. I think it was like $30
It was $30, but we played for longer.
for like 4 people.
Yeah.
And man, she did not come up to us after our hour was up.
Oh yeah.
She just smiled and waved at us.
Yep.
And we're like, okay, we're in. And Noah at the time was 17,
Yeah.
I think. And this girl that was giving us this discount was like 18 or 19. I think, was she in college or no?
No, she wasn't.
So he's like, I'm going to go riz her up.
Riz.
For the older people that are watching this podcast, riz is like using your charm. It's like charming a girl up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
just trying to get her number. And he ended up getting her Snapchat. And on this day, he was really trying to get her. Like he was going full force.
Yeah.
And me and Chris are like, we're not third wheeling. We don't do that garbage.
we don't
so
do that.
we're like, Noah, we're gonna take your car for a spin, and we'll catch you later.
Oh, yeah.
So haphazardly, he gave us the keys to his car.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea.
Really bad idea.
I definitely had my license at this time.
Oh, yeah. Most
I
definitely.
definitely had my license at this time. And we take his car for a little spin in the parking lot. We did not go on the main roads.
No, we did not.
We did not go on the main roads.
We did not.
We were just in the parking lot having a good old time. We may have done a little drift action.
Yeah, he was zooming.
I miss his old blue, what was it? A blue Chevy?
Blue Equinox.
A blue Equinox.
We actually whip that thing like every day.
I miss that car more than I miss my Nissan Rogue.
What? Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say
miss
the Rogue.
Nissan
I miss
so
the
much.
Rogue, man.
For y'all don't know who don't know, I used to have a black Nissan Rogue, and that thing was my lady puller.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely picked up all the moms.
It was a mom car.
Rogue.
It was a mom car.
I remember one time I pulled up to a girl's house, and she was like, I thought you were my grandma. I was like, bro, it's a car. It's a nice car. It had Bose speakers in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was sick. Anyway, we're out here drifting Noah's car a little bit, having some fun because we're bored. He's in there trying to riz up some girl.
Yeah.
In the end, it doesn't work out. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work out. She ghosted him.
Ghosted him.
I would too.
And she never worked there ever again after that.
I think she had put her 2 weeks in and she was just leading them on.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for him though. Because
either.
I feel like we kind of warned him not to talk to her because we just have good intuition with girls most of the time.
Yeah. Well, he does more, but
Anyway, we are kind of like the mall in Cool Springs has they have like a road that goes around the whole mall. And there's like there's like 4 entrances and we were on like the north entrance.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming in and there's like a yield sign. And I didn't see the yield sign. I just thought you'd go. And I may have gas to go, and a car was coming to my left in my blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! I slammed on the gas or the brake. He's also the other driver slammed on the brake.
he's
as well.
mad, honking his horn at us.
And we were probably a foot away from a head-on collision to my side. I would have been dead. Chris would have been upset.
Yeah.
And Noah would have been without a car.
Like
all within the span of 5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So just a PSA for all of you. Check before you go through a yield sign. I mean, I swear I did, but like that mug was
I
just,
told you. I'm like, bro, are you gonna like yield? Are you gonna stop? And you just and just kept going.
This wouldn't be the first time I've
Definitely not.
as y'all have heard, I have a trouble with yielding
Yes.
and stopping.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I used to be a very lead foot back in the day. I've learned it now to not do that as much and I kind of take my time because I watched a video on YouTube and it was like, even if you speed, like you're going to end up at the same spot, like at this, like the same stop sign every time, or like the same stoplight. So
Yep.
I've just decided I don't care. I'll go like maybe 5 over, maybe 10 over on the highway if with the flow of traffic.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm not going to speed because I'm a very legal driver.
Yeah, you're definitely safe.
I'm a safe driver.
Definitely
now.
a safe driver.
I've had some incidents where I've decided to go that route.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Noah, we didn't sell Noah.
No, we definitely did not.
We didn't sell Noah because he had been upset.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to pick up Noah because now he's calling us. Hey, pick me up, y'all. I got a number. Like we're all set. I'm so hype. We're like, all right, dude.
All right, bro, we got you.
We go pick him up after. Okay, I didn't even finish. Like after, like we almost had this incident and wreck. I start gassing it because he lets me go, and then we think we think he's chasing us.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh my god, we're getting chased. We gotta go."
And then I gas around the corner, and then I just park on a spot, and he goes by. I'm like, "Oh Jesus!"
I actually thought we were actually getting chased. I was actually scared.
And at the time, I wasn't very confident with my fighting ability, so I was like, "Yeah, this is the end of it. This is the end. I'm gonna just get absolutely wrecked by this random guy." And we didn't. We were just paranoid because of a very close incident.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, that was a very interesting day. And it all happened within like 30 minutes. And then it was just like so silent. We had to take like a 15-minute silent break. We were just sitting in the car like, damn.
Yep.
We almost died.
Yeah. Keep in mind, we didn't tell Noah this at all. So he didn't know. He was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And we're like, "We're over here freaking out. We're over here laughing, actually."
No, he was like, "Why y'all laughing? What'd y'all do?" And we're like,
nothing.
We never told him.
We actually never did.
So he might find out if he listens to this. I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't.
So yeah,
I don't think he knows about it actually.
Well, congratulations, Noah. This is your first episode. You know about it.
Oh yeah,
we'll let you know about this one. Not like you were in the first, the second, or probably the third too.
Yeah,
you made a lot of appearances in this podcast.
A lot already.
But yeah, we have another story.
Good story.
I know I had Mr. Fuzz contact me about me saying we have another story, but I kind of like it. I've done some thinking, and I kind of like we have another story because it's like it's not like the best transition, but it's like it's like a good consistent thing that we do, and I think it builds consistency, which people like consistency. I like consistency. Chris likes consistency. You like consistency.
Everyone does.
Exactly. So if I always say I have another story, then it's y'all know there's gonna be another story. There's no confusion.
Yep.
But on this day, I was supposed to hang out with Chris.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't really planned, but it was like, "Hey, Chris, you want to hang out?" Or no, Chris was like, "You free?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm free."
Mm-hmm.
And I was with Jane at the time. Y'all know about Jane from the last episode.
Yeah. Jane and 4 for 4.
4 for 4.
4 for 4, man.
Enough. We've given her enough attention. 4 for 4 her. But me and Jane, I was like, "Jane, you want to hang out? Since you only get to go out like once a month and hang out with me." She was like, "Sure, let's go to the movies." I was like, "All right." So she comes, picks me up, and I tell Chris, "Yeah, I can't come anymore. I can't go hang out."
Yeah, and I was furious. So we're at the crossings, and me and Steven over here hanging out, and I look at his location, and he is really close to us. So he went to the movie theater, and the movie theater's right here. The crossings is like just 2 seconds over. And I'm over here stalking his location. So me and Steven decide we're going to run over there and go see what the hell he's doing, you know? So we run over there. We actually paid for tickets to the same movie he was paying for. I was yelling at him. I was so mad because, he told us we're going to hang out, but he just bailed. So we actually sat there right next to them. We stayed there for a little bit, but we finally left. And yeah, that's about it.
I mean, he came at the exact time we were about buying tickets. He was like, "What's up, Jacob? How you doing, man?" And I was like, "Oh,
I was furious, man.
Damn it, man.
Well,
maybe couldn't have come at a worse time.
Maybe you should have turned off your location."
Yeah, hey, man, what if she kidnapped me?
You're right. You're right.
Me and Chris have this thing where if we ever go out on a mystery date, we hit up the location because
don't want to get murdered.
I think that's a good tip for y'all, for homies. Mm-hmm. If y'all are going to go on a mystery date and you don't already do this, turn your location on for the homies through the Find My iPhone app or whatever, just in case, dude. You never know. If you wake up without your kidney, what are you going to do? But if your friend had your location and saw you're halfway to Egypt, I'm
calling 911.
He could have hooked you up.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be prepared. But that day, it was very interesting.
Really interesting.
He just sat next to us, and he was just staring at me.
Yeah,
and laughing.
I was just talking. I was laughing.
He was talking trash. He was calling me some inappropriate words.
Dude, I was so mad. I don't think I've ever been that mad.
And then we had Steven with us, and he was just like, "What's going on, y'all?"
Yeah, he was just there. He was just chilling. He didn't really care. But I cared because, he was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he was like, "Oh, never mind."
I know you were telling me you had an incident back in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. One of my Kentucky stories again. So I'm probably 10 at the time. I had a babysitter. She was actually living with me. She was actually pretty good. So one night, I'm chilling in the living room. My mom gets off at 10, and the babysitter actually had people she wasn't supposed to have over, right? And my mom comes home. She sees the people in her room, and she is furious, man. And keep in mind, I'm in the living room chilling. Me and my friend, my babysitter's son also lived with us. And we're like close, we're tight. And we're just chilling in the room, and my mom goes in her room. So I just follow her, me and my friend. And my mom's like, screaming at the people and tell them to get out. So they leave, and
so they're throwing a party?
Not necessarily a part. Well, kind of, but they're also like they're like bad people, really bad people.
Like druggies?
Yes. I really didn't want to say that, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had some druggies over us.
So they left, and my mom's yelling at her, and they're like face to face. And I am like, me and my friend have front row tickets to this. And, babysitter one over here scream at her, and then babysitter one did the most stupidest thing to my mom. Pushes her, hits her head on the closet door. My mom cocks back, boom, in the jaw. She falls over, and the babysitter one is crying. She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing this to me?" Really got knocked out. It was funny. And babysitter one was about to get back up and hit her, and me and my friend was like in the middle. I was like, "Dude, please no! I'm not trying to lose this friendship." But we actually ended the friendship. But after that, she got her stuff, got everything, left. And she came back with her friend, and I had another babysitter. I had two babysitters. Babysitter 2 lived right above me, actually, and he was actually dope. So after that, okay, hold on. After that, I got to think. After that, she pulls up with her friend, and her friend had like a gun. It looked like a gun. It straight up looked like a gun. And babysitter 2, my mom told babysitter 2 to watch over me, and we're in the street chilling, and it's like a black SUV. And they all pull up. They're like shady. Going fast. Yeah. So babysitter one's friend gets out the car, pulls out what we thought was a gun. And when I tell you, babysitter 2 was running, and boom, boom, I kept on pounding her. These hands are rated E for everyone. That's what he said, basically. These hands are rated E for everyone. And next thing you know, it was actually an airsoft gun.
Okay.
It really was. But
did it have the orange tip?
No.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. It was like a shotgun. Basically. It was brown. It was. Keep in mind, it's like at this point, it's like 10:30, 11 at night. So
no,
he thought it was a gun.
He's definitely within reach.
And he was just pounding her. Finally stopped, and she's just on the ground chilling. She was bleeding everywhere. He really said these hands are rated E for everyone.
That sounds really traumatic, dude. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I actually had front row tickets.
Homie had like a UFC fight.
Oh yeah, and then. After that, they moved back to Alabama, and I've never heard back from them. And me and my best friend lost our friendship.
All over some drugs.
Yep.
Kids don't do drugs.
Please don't.
Don't start. I know your friends in school are going to offer you some drugs.
Yep.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Don't give in to the peer pressure.
No peer pressure. Real friends don't peer pressure you.
Yep.
So stay sober. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like I would have been very distressed. If I was,
dude, I was freaking out. Like my brother and my sister, they were in babysitter's 2's house because they didn't want to stay in babysitter 1.
How old were you?
10, 11.
Wow.
I actually thought it was pretty cool. Like when my mom punched her, like, dude, she punches like a man. Like she fights like a whole dude.
Okay.
I've never seen my mom fight anyone else.
I'm not messing with your mom.
Oh yeah.
Don't mess with Gibby's mom.
Oh yeah. Don't.
Well, I don't know how to follow up with that, but I'm going to try. I've got a pretty intense and funny story. At my job, I will not say what it is just because I still work there. This was the old Jacob. This was on my last time working there a couple years ago. It was Super Bowl Sunday, and I think most people know how Super Bowl Sunday goes. You go to the grocery store till like 6, and then you stop because you need to watch the game.
Yeah.
And where we're at in Tennessee, everyone watches the game.
Mm-hmm. Like
everyone. They're just all the alcohol was gone, all the chips and salsa were gone, all the steaks were gone, all the hamburger meat. They were having a good old time.
Oh yeah.
So it died around 6. So I'm not going to say their coworkers' names just because some of them still work there, but most of them don't. But the main culprit of this is coworker 1. Coworker 2 was had a truck, had just got his new truck. It's like a big diesel truck that like can shoot like a bunch of smoke out the back. And coworker one was dying to drive this truck. Coworker one was actually on break. And then all our other coworkers were leaving, so we're all technically off the clock. So technically, we weren't doing anything against company policy. But coworker one, we all fit in this truck. I mean, this truck was huge. We have like 3 squash in the back, and then we have coworker 2 in the passenger seat and coworker 1 in the driver's seat. And this man is just driving around. He doesn't understand the gas. It's like really touchy, so he'll slam on the gas and it just vroom. Yeah, he was very new.
So it's like a powerful truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had like tunes and stuff in it. It was like lifted. It was wild.
Oh okay.
But we're on this main road. There's like a turn from this place I work at, and it goes to the main road. And it's a very busy road, especially on Super Bowl Sunday. And this man, okay, it was very loud in the vehicle. We were all screaming and hollering because it was a very high adrenaline moment. And he's at the stop sign, and we're trying to get a chance to go because you kind of just have to like wing it when you go because it's always moving traffic. And I'm like, go in the back. I'm like, you just gotta go, dude. And he gasses it, and he loses control and starts drifting.
Oh my!
Around the corner with this big truck, and you can see the car in front of us. The people in there are like wide-eyed, like I'm gonna die. It was like in slow motion because I'm in the middle of like all the seats of my seat.
Oh, so you're just witnessing
in the back,
everything.
and I just look out the window. I have it on video. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have it on video.
Oh.
I'm not gonna post any of the video.
Yeah,
But I have it. I have the exact moment on video. We have a couple of different angles of this moment. He is drifting around the corner, and he loses control of the wheel. Right, so it's not purposeful drifting. He just slammed on the gas and turned the wheel, and this big truck is like drifting at like I guess it would be like more like skidding, but we just see like we're like maybe 3 feet or 2 feet away from slamming into this couple in front of us.
Oh my!
It was like a small car, and this lifted truck is probably like 2 times the height of a regular car. So like, it's huge. It's like a monster truck, and it was as soon as he did that, he was like, "Oh shit, we gotta go!" Slam on the gas, and it was so silent. It got so silent because he was like, "Oh my god." Jacob, why'd you tell me to go? I'm like, don't blame that on me. I wouldn't have done that. But no, he almost, it could have been very fatal for that couple. And I was very...
Were you freaking out? Like, were all you guys freaking out?
Yes, dude. We all were just pumped with adrenaline.
Oh
It was intense. And then we turned around, and then they all went home, and I was like, okay.
Oh, wow.
What a great way to end Super Bowl Sunday at Kroger.
Oh, yeah. It's actually a pretty good way.
Yeah. So, but... I've got another story at my job, and it is very recent. This happened yesterday.
Oh, actually, I don't know this one.
Yesterday, I was it was me and Nate, and we were pushing carts because that's what we do, and it was ice everywhere, so we're shoveling it, and It was not a very good day because Nate was not in a good mood. I wasn't in a good mood. I was tired. I didn't sleep very much the night before. So we're already in a bad mood. And then a manager requests that we clean up a beer spill with the machine. I'm going to pop a picture on the screen right here of what this machine looks like. This machine is the same machine that will clean the ice skating rinks. I think it's called a Zamboni.
Yeah, Zamboni. Yep.
But this machine,
You have one of those at Kroger?
This machine, it's kind of different, but it's the same. It's the same premise.
Okay.
This machine can take turns on a dime. Like you can do a full 360. Like you can do a full 360, like in stationary.
So
like, just turn around.
So do you know how to use it?
I was trained 3 weeks ago.
Oh wow! All right,
3 weeks ago,
okay.
And the manager was like, "Get somebody that knows how to do it to clean it up." I was like, "I know how to do it." And I go back there and get it. I'm like, I'm walking back there. I'm like, I forgot to do this. But I'm bringing Nate with me. I'm like, Nate, stand by the spill because that's what they told me to do. Have someone stand by the spill. And he's like, all right, I don't want to be on self-checkout. I might as well. And I'm going to grab this back there. And I kind of already forgot how to drive it. But I know you have to put the back down. So I put the back down. I take the charger out and I turn it on. I start reversing out there. And then I'm driving to the aisle. I have to wait for all those people to move out my way. So I can't run them over. That'd be bad. I'm driving, and remember what I said. They told me to take very tight turns because of how capable it is.
Okay.
But it seems like I'm not a very capable driver. So I'm driving, and I'm taking a turn to the right, and there's a stand of Alani energy drinks. It's like a cardboard thing full of like 100 drinks.
Oh, my, okay.
And there's an older couple to my left. So I can't go to the left. So I'm going around this turn, going straight, and I turn a right, and I make this turn, except for the back part of the machine that cleans the ground is sticking out the back a little bit to the right.
Okay.
And it punctures the cardboard. Oh! And I see it. I turn around. It just starts falling. The whole thing, boom! All the cans everywhere. And the old couple's like, oh my gosh! I'm like, don't just stand there. Move out the way. I need to grab these cans.
Okay.
Please. I was using customer service skills. But I'm like, oh shit. Like, it is real. It's real now. Like, I just possibly broke the machine, destroyed a bunch of product, and now I created another spill. So everything that went wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my! How many of them spilled everywhere?
You're not gonna believe it. Only 2.
Really?
Only two were like leaking, and the fact the hole was like a pin-sized hole, like a pinhole. How does that happen? I have no clue. But it was just spraying like a small like streamline of soda, like. And then I'm like, I turn the machine off.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. And I'm walking because Nate is like, he's like 2 hours down. I'm like, Nate, come here. And he's like, oh man, what'd you do? And he's like, oh. He turned around the corner and looks. He's like, oh, dude, we have to clean this up. So now we're trying to figure out how to clean all this up because the cardboard stand is like the bottom's just broken. Like it's not going to stay up. But we try filling it up with sodas. Another coworker helps us out. And he helps me fix the machine because the bottom of the machine broke off. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I'm getting fired for this one. This is my final day. But he helps me fix the machine. And then we fill all the cans up in the stand and it's like wobbly. Like we're like, we can't leave like this. So Nate's like, I'll be back. And he comes back with a cart. And on the sign of the stand, it had like 2 for $4. He puts that sign on the cart and then puts all the sodas in the cart and is like, here you go. People can now buy them. So there's just a cart in the aisle.
Wow.
With all the Alanis. And there's a 2 for $4 sign.
You're allowed to do that? Do they know?
We were at the perfect time where no manager walked by. The one manager was on a smoke break outside, and the other manager was on register. So we were like, perfect time. Like we were there for 30 minutes trying to figure out how to clean it up. And when it first happened, this older lady came up to me. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I'll be here the whole time. Just help you clean it up. Just calm down, take deep breaths. I'm like, dude, I'm fine. Like I was trying not to laugh because I was like, oh. Because y'all understand, like, it all fell in slow motion. It was the loudest bang ever. It was like, boom! And the cans were like ever. They were like flying all the way down.
Oh,
like, they were like stuck behind like customers' carts. They rolled. Like
where everyone looking at you when you did that?
Yeah, and of course they had to go right by me. So I'm saying like, hold on, give me a minute. And of course the traffic increased as soon as I did it. I'm like, bruh. Seriously,
I swear, every time you do something bad, everyone just looks and everyone just comes over there.
And then I had to figure out how to make sure the machine. When I first tried the machine, it turned on, then the back just boom popped off. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. And the guy helped me fix it, so he fixes it, and then he screws it on, and then it works. So I'm having to try to figure out how to clean it. So I'm actually cleaning up the spill, and I'm like doing 360s. Then I finally go to the beer aisle and clean up that small spill. Dude, the spill was maybe like a foot long, like a foot by 3 inches. It was not worth that machine. You did not need that machine.
Could you not just use a mop?
That's what I'm saying. So technically, I'm blaming the manager for that one.
Yeah,
why do you need the whole machine?
Whoever was managing, what are you doing? Like what?
So I finally turn around and park it back, and I'm like, well, that was a very eventful way to spend 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was our night at Kroger. The rest of the night was just shoveling snow. And me and Nate almost ate the ground at least 30 times, shoveling and pushing cars because like all slush.
Oh, yeah. So like, were you like ice too or no? Yeah?
There was ice
Oh,
all over the
my.
sidewalks, and I was trying to shovel. My back was hurting. When I got home last night, my legs were like dying, dude. Like I was like, I feel like I just worked out my legs
Hey.
for like hours. But it was bad. It was bad. And I think you had another story from Kentucky you were telling me about.
Oh, yeah. So another fight story. But, one day I think I'm also in this span. I think I'm also like 10. Dude, everything happens in Kentucky when I'm like 10 through like 11. And we're actually, me and my friend, me and my other homie, his name is, we're just going to call him, Jeffrey. Me and my homie, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Is this the same Jeffrey
Same Jeffrey.
from the first story?
Yeah.
Okay.
And.
Oh, no, not first story. Caden's story.
Yeah, Caden's story,
Okay, so episode 4.
And we're about to 2v2. We're about to fight some like other 2 kids that we don't like. And we're not gonna call those kids anything.
This man said screw 4 and I'm 2v2 in IRL.
Oh yeah, I fought everyone back in Kentucky.
He
It was
said
bad.
his hands are ready to eat for everyone.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And like we're like planning like how we're gonna jump these. Well, not jump, but like we're planning. Like we're talking to these kids. All right, meet me in the street. Like 6 o'clock or something, right? And we're just waiting. Me and Jeffrey just plotting, right? We're just plotting. Like, all right, dude, like how are we gonna beat these guys up? And he said he's just gonna go out, right? It's only gonna be him. I'm gonna go behind him. And keep in mind, these 2 kids, one of them was small, the other one was big. He was, big, like 4 for 4 big.
4 for 4 big.
4 for 4 big.
And now we're talking.
We're just worried about the 4 for 4, And, Jeffrey was just going to talk crap to them and just wait. So we're waiting. I'm actually the sneakiest guy ever, right? So we're running, or no, Jeffrey is talking trash to both of them. Then I'm in the back. I'm in the bushes, basically. I come in the back and I'm sprinting. I am full on sprinting. I'm going for 4 for 4. I did not care. I'm sprinting. I'm going fast. Boom! I tackle him, and he bangs his head on the concrete. Ugh. Hey, keep in mind, I was probably like 5'5", and I took him down. I definitely could have played football.
Down 4 for 4.
Definitely could have. And I tackle him, and I'm just boom, 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 boom. He couldn't get up. Best fighter in the world. And
sneak attack.
Yeah, really. And he was crying. I feel so bad. He was crying. And Jeffrey, little guy, Jeffrey's like, I don't know how, but Jeffrey's like 5'9", 5'10". He's a big guy.
Wow.
He was a big guy. He just took the small guy just out real quick. It was crazy. I just kept on pounding, and they all just like ran. They left, and they're just like, the big guy was funny. He was just crying, dude.
He was just crying?
Yeah, he was just crying. He was like, oh my God, stop, please. It was crazy. I tackled him really hard. It hurt me so bad, though. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I dislocated my shoulder.
Did you jump on his back?
Huh? No, so he's just standing up. He doesn't know where I'm at. He's looking straight at Jeffrey, and I'm running behind him. I'm just tackling him like at his waist.
Oh, I thought you jumped on his back.
No, in his waist. And like his back goes boom, and his head's first on the concrete. His nose was bleeding, but I did not care. I just kept on pounding him in the head. I was in like back. That's hurt.
This man is violent.
Yeah,
This man is
in Kentucky,
violent.
I'm not violent as much. No,
I hope not.
I hope not.
Hold on.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Hold on. We weren't even going to talk about this.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Me, Chris, and Nate had gotten a ping pong table.
Uh-huh.
Why? I don't know. Did we sell it for $50 when it was $250? Yes, we did.
Biggest waste of money.
We had to fit this thing in the car on the right, let me give you all some backstory. We're at Target, and we're like, what should we do? And I was like, there's a ping pong table. And Nate was like, oh, let's get that. And he was like, actually, he wasn't like, that was me and Chris. We're like, we should get that. And Nate was like, I don't know, guys. That seems like a bad idea.
So
and then finally we convinced him. He bought it. He was trying to load it in the trunk of my car. We fit it in there, and then next thing you know, we get home. We're building. Dude, this thing takes hours. We're all night trying to build this thing. And I decided to throw my can of Monster, my empty can of Monster. I just
it was not empty because like something went in my eye, and I just got mad. I don't know what happened. It was bad.
I threw this hat like this. Maybe there was a drop or two. And that one singular drop.
It still hurt, dude.
One singular drop landed on Chris's eye, and he turned on the Hulk. He's like, don't ever do that to me again.
Keep in mind, I have a drill in my hand, and I did not care. I threw the drill at him.
He throws a drill at me. I have to weave.
Yeah,
and then it lands on the ground behind me. It didn't hit anything, thankfully.
Yeah, thank God.
But that could have went in my face. I'd have been dead.
Well, the reason why I was mad, because, dude, we were just working on the ping pong table
It was
forever.
taking hours. It was taking hours.
It was like, dude, we're outside. It's like, what, 12 a.m., 1 a.m.
And all you hear is bung, bung, bung.
Yeah, it was like, we definitely woke up every morning. We definitely woke up your
I mean, it
neighbors.
sounds like a whole construction site in our garage.
I was just mad because it took forever.
And then we had music playing. It was like the neighbors are probably like, "What are they doing?"
Oh,
out
yeah.
there? But we're just boom, 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 hammering stuff. But man, that was a very scary night for me. I thought my life was gonna be over for at least 3 seconds. I mean,
Then I calmed
at
down.
me.
Then we're good. Then we
No,
went
he
back
was-
to normal.
No, you didn't calm down immediately.
Well,
You
I
were
was still
you were
mad.
yelling at me.
Yeah, because I was like,
Why
dude,
would
what are
you
you
do
doing?
that?
I was focused. I was actually locked in. And this dummy throws energy drink at me. And someone got in my house.
He was like, "I'm going home."
I was so mad. My brother I'm gone. See you later.
That's what Chris's go-to.
Yeah.
is.
every time I'm mad, I'm like, bro, I'm going home. I'm done. Every time.
And I'm like,
time.
Chris, calm down. Think about it.
Yeah,
You'll be all right. Just like you need a minute to rest. And after about 5 minutes of calming this mug down, he's like, all right.
you actually calmed me down really well. I appreciate you, man.
Oh God,
I really
man.
appreciate
I
you.
mean, you just get so angry.
Dude,
fast.
well, probably because back in the day, probably because in Kentucky, dude, I did not care.
Well, now he does care.
Yeah, now we're
He's
good.
a
We're good.
changed
I'm not
man. He's
violent
an adult
that much.
now. He has to control his
Yeah, I can
emotions.
control myself.
This man is like 19. He's about to be 20.
I'm old. I'm an old head.
This man's old.
Dude, you're 18, bro.
At least I'm not going to be 20 next year.
All right. Here we go with this.
Oh God. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because I gotta watch my little brother soon.
Yep.
I gotta be a good dude. I gotta be supportive. My dad hooked me up with giving this man Gibby a ride for the podcast.
W dad. W
So
dad.
I gotta hook him up with watching my little brother. But yeah,
Wait, I gotta watch him too?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know the rules, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But we hope this was entertaining for y'all. We hope you enjoyed it. Once again, we appreciate every single listener on here.
Really do.
And make sure to check out our YouTube, our Instagram, our TikTok, all that stuff, our website on Buzzsprout. And once again, the TV's black.
It's black right now,
The
but
TV is
you
black.
will never know.
y'all will not be able to prove that it's not black.
Yeah.
Like I convinced myself that it was on.
You
Like, I'm
convinced
not
me,
gonna lie.
actually.
Dude, like I don't know. There's some like editing tool in DaVinci like where it makes it like look like perfect.
I don't know how you did that, but it looks great.
Thank you, DaVinci Resolve,
Thank
for being
you.
such a good
DaVinci.
editor for free. Not sponsored. Anyway, thank y'all a lot for watching, and you're not serious,
Right?